Alright boys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be continuing with the truck build. So I'm going to start disassembling the front axle. Like I said in the last video, we're going to be sending off that frame to get that sandblasted and repainted. So as that's getting done, hopefully the axles will be done. So then it'll come back and then I could just make it back into a roller. So I'm going to start the disassembly for the front axle. It shouldn't be too hard. So I'm going to just start taking apart that and then getting it cleaned up. And I got the kits to get them all back together. So let's get going. Alright boys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. So if you saw in the last one, I don't even remember what happened, but right now the frame just got dropped off to get sandblasted and repainted. So that is gone, and as that is gone, I'm going to try to rebuild the front end and the rear end. So hopefully both those axles could be done by the time that comes back, and then I could just put it back to a roller. So that's what we're doing today. There's the front axle. I'm going to just take it apart. I already have the rebuild kits and then try to get it all back together. So that's what we're about to do. This is what it's looking like right now. A lot of this is for me, so I know how to put it back together. It's not really that complicated, it seems. I've already tapped one of these out. It's kind of weird. It's not a bolt. Just slides in. So that's one. I'm gonna tap out the other one. Take this off, and then there's really not too much to it though. You just got a bushing here. You're gonna pop that out. Once we get this off, this will just slide right out. We're gonna have to replace the U-joint. That's not too bad. Get this all cleaned up. Bolt here. Going to replace the ball joints. And just clean it up. Basically, there's not really too much to this one. More for this one, which the seal is bad on this one. It leaks everywhere. Another U-joint. Don't know if I'm gonna reuse this. Maybe. I kind of scuffed it up, but it is what it is. Another seal, and then same thing like the other one. But it shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully the gears and everything are all good in here. Who knows when this oil was changed? We'll see. So let's get going. All right, the bolts are out. These pads are really good. There's a lot of life on them. We're gonna reuse those. Too easy. This is definitely not the most ideal setup doing it on the ground, but it'll work. This is more for my memory, but around here in this little notch, there's a snap ring. Take that off and this should slide out. So I'm gonna try that. See, there's the ring. Just gonna snap it out. Just keep working it. All right, it came off. The spring came flying at me. And then these little metal pieces, and then the little retainer, and this is what it looks like now. I believe there's another one in this groove, and then this should slide out. So it's actually pretty easy. You just squeeze these together and the whole thing pops out. So now we got a couple snap rings, a few other things I think behind there, the spindle nut, and then that should come off the whole rotor. You can see it. Spindle nut. There's a snap ring right there, around there, and it should come off. I just wanted to show you guys because I could not find anything on YouTube. I couldn't find anything on any forums or anything. I basically had to ask the question, but basically for the spindle nut, I had the wrong size and I couldn't find the right one anywhere. So I had to like special order this. I ordered it from Advanced Auto. They had it. So this is the part number. and it's a 2.5, which a lot of these ones online were not labeled for the size. They just say spindle nut socket. They don't have an actual size for them, so that's what this is for. So, and that's just on the Dana 50 to get that spindle off. At first I was like, I didn't know if I was doing so, if I was missing something, but everything is off, so it's just, this was the wrong size. So now I got the right one and it should fit. Yeah, see, went right on and it's tight. The other one would not go on at all. So we got the right one now, good to go. All right, she's officially off. So rotor and hub are out. All there is a bearing. This is loose, but like I said, take the spindle nut off. It just literally slides out once you use the tool. Then behind it is this. It just pulls right out. And then there's one more, and that's not on as tight as the first one. It's kind of like hand tight, so it'll just come right off and you can pull it right out, and then the bearing's just laying in there. And then take the hub off, gotta knock these down and then pry it off, and that's it. We're getting there. That's it. Here we go. Pulls right off. Yep, doubtful. Alright. You have no idea how much of a pain in the ass this was to take off. The shoe was so lodged in there, nothing worked. So I got a sledge, block of wood, put it on the spindle, and was going at it. She's finally out. Now we can finally pull the axle. Oh, it feels so good. Finally. Whew. My back is on fire. And hopefully we didn't mess up the spindle. These are like 400 a piece. Look at that. Oh my gosh. What a fun day. One down, one to go. Alright, now that that spindle's off, I'm going to attempt to take this knuckle off. I'm going to just try to bash it here, I think, and hope it just kind of pops loose, so we're going to see. The knuckle's finally off, which means this is done. Only thing left is to press this out. That shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. And then we can sandblast this and get paint on it. Finally. So now I got this other side. So this is the method I used. Took the block, put it on here, try to like get it in the groove so it holds, and just hit it with the sledgehammer, and that worked. It took a lot of hits, but it worked. So we're gonna try it again. Fuck it. Alright boys, we gotta start making this more interesting, but this is kind of where we're at right now. So the one arm is all disassembled. The junkyard. All my parts that are probably going in the trash. Right now, going to try to take this off. It's just the 2 bolts, and then take the pumpkin off and start cleaning this thing up and rebuilding it, because I have the master overhaul kit. So I'm gonna do that, and hopefully this is done by this weekend. That would be really nice. All right, well, I'm dumb and I tried to save it, and I still ended up getting oil all over the place. Oh well, I guess it's probably basically empty now. It's because I tilted it up, like up, and it all leaked out. Oh well. Here's an idea of what was in the housing. It's basically a sludge. Oh, that shit looks so good. I would drink this. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright. Trying to not make a mess. All right, well, the gears look pretty good, which is good. These things don't look worn at all, really. But you could see that seal fill. There's another one on the other side. That's kind of why I wanted to take this all apart. And you can see it's gooked up. There's so much crap on it. There's a lot of cleaning to do. Same thing in here. You can see all of it. So we're gonna clean this stuff up and get it rebuilt. I still need to get that off. I'm having an issue with that last bolt underneath, so I'm gonna try to do what I can to get that off, and then we'll be Gucci. And that shit's gross. All right, boys, it's officially done. The teardown is complete, so I got it all. Here's everything, and then I put the diff in here. The gears look really well. All right, since it's already all taken apart, I'm gonna now take this apart so I can clean up the housing and stuff, and I'm gonna replace the seals like I said on both sides. I have the bearings for both. I have the one for the seal for this. I just want to take it all apart, clean it all up, make it nice again. So I feel like that's what I'm gonna do now. So I'm gonna start with this clip. I don't know if you can see it. There's a clip in there. That's to take this axle off so I can replace this U-joint because it's bad, and I want to clean these up as well. And yeah, so I'm gonna start there, and then just a matter of taking these two bolts out, and the whole diff will come apart, and then it's basically done. And then I can clean all this up and make it look nice again. That's what I'm about to do. All right, C-clips pop. Now this will pull right out. That's done. I'm gonna put that C-clip right back on that groove so I don't lose it. Take this out so I can put a new U-joint on there, clean this up. If I can find a new boot, I probably will, because I messed mine up a little bit. But I guess it is what it is. Yeah. So now we can, you can see the seal. I have a replacement for that. I have the bearings. And we're gonna take this out and clean it all up inside. Also, my recommendation to you, don't try to break these loose with this on the ground like that. It's very hard to do it. And this thing just wanted to keep spinning and stuff, so I had to just try to hold it with my foot. I got it, but definitely not as easy as I could have made it, which is how a lot of things on this truck has gone. All right, I got both of them out. So now I'm gonna attempt to pull this. I'm gonna try to capture that. All right, boys, hopefully you can see this. Here she comes. Or not. Come on. Don't do this to me, they're watching. All right. There she is. All right. Well, that's a wrap, boys. Oh, shit. Alright, this seal just popped right out. You can see it's all torn up. You can see the spring. That's why we needed to do this. Trash. But I might have to press that out. I'm not sure. I might just leave it. But it kind of sounds a little crusty, so I don't know. We'll see. I think I have that bearing too. So I don't know. Just the fun part. The cleanup. So I don't be a dumbass and spill it all over like I spilled it all over the driveway. Now it smells like diff oil everywhere and it's gonna be stained. That's fun. Look how black that is. Oh my gosh. Into the garbage. Alright, boys, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of lost interest for the last 2 weeks and have not touched this shit. So we're gonna start to continue to rebuild this diff. I just kind of knew what was going to happen for the rest of it, and I just didn't want to do it. So I just kind of was like, and I kind of started getting the Mustang itch and just wanted to start doing stuff to that and just totally forgot about the truck. So we need to get some motivation again and get this thing going. Right now the garage is a mess, but I don't know where else to do this because I don't have any room. And I'm going to continue trying to get these bearings out. I still need to take the yoke off. That's going to be fun to try to figure out how I'm going to do that. What else? Yeah, basically just clean it all up. I kind of started taking out the U-joints for the axle. Didn't finish. I don't know what happened. I just kind of like, I got over it, I guess. So we need to get this thing going because I need to get this thing back together. Because I'm getting the itch that I want to drive it, and it's not even close to being driven because it's literally just a frame. And I decided I'm going to lift it now, so that's going to happen because why not? And yeah, so I'm going to start with trying to take the yoke off, and then we're going to kind of take it from there. And let's try to keep this as interesting as we possibly can. But it's very hard, I'm not going to lie. Very hard. Because who the hell wants to see this crap, you know? And I'm not trying to make like how-tos, I'm just trying to show you what I'm doing in the process and like leave it at that. Just because, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, honestly. So, we'll see. Hopefully next time you see this with the yoke off and the bearings off. And I'll start like pressing them back on, and then, yeah. Hopefully we can get that front axle on at least fairly soon. I would love to have a lot of this done this week. And hopefully get it back to the back on the frame, but I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? Alright, so I'm going to show you how I press these out. They had little sleeves on here. Took those off. They just pop right off. Then there's a little like snap ring on the back. I just took that off with a flathead because it was basically already falling off anyway, so it just popped right off. No big deal. If not, you could use snap ring pliers. So I already got the first one done. They came right out, so they were nice and easy. So since I don't have a vise to hold this, I was doing it like this, and it held it perfectly fine. So all I did was, I already have the press. I put this little sleeve on top, put this one on top of there, and then I'm going to press it out. So I'll show you that now. So I'm also going to spray these threads just to keep it all lubed. Just a little WD-40, no big deal. Yeah, we're gonna press this out now. There it goes. Hopefully you can see that being pressed out. That's it. Alright, so this is the same way. So now you just have to put it through and press it out. Just gonna end this one. Next one we're gonna start actually cleaning it all up and then like putting it back together. So I already have the kit, like I said. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it's just kind of been random. This took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. I thought it'd be a lot easier, but I was having so many issues getting the knuckles off. Those nuts just did not want to come off, so I finally got those off. And then I don't know, what else was I having an issue with? Oh, I was having an issue with the hubs and stuff. Yeah, that was a pain in the neck. Just to get the spindles, that was a big pain. I had to try to find the socket, like I said before, try to find the socket, found it, that was a pain to find it. Nobody knew what it was. So groups helped me out, got that. So we're good to go. Finally, all done. I have all the right stuff now, finally. It's very hard doing everything without the right tools. So definitely get the right tools, because doing it with these ratchets is just not working. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are excited for this to go back together and we get it back on the frame finally, which I just had a problem with the frame. They need to go back and repaint it. So I'm a little disappointed about that because it's flash rusting in certain spots. They didn't actually put a very good coat on certain areas, and some of it's just bare metal, and I didn't notice that when I got it. So gonna get that addressed as well. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned.